Blue Rodeo, Outskirts. 5 will get you 6. Okay. I've been really liking the order of album listening. So this one would start with Floating, and then it would be Outskirts, Underground, 5 will get you 6, followed by Try. Then it'd be Piranha's Pool, or Piranha Pool, Heart Like Mine, Rose Colored Glasses, Rebel, and Joker's Wild would be the last song. Anyways, 5 will get you 6. No kidding. 5 will get you 6. You know? And a circled 7, and a circled 7 all in a bubble. That's just an 8 next to an 8, and that's a 16. You know? 16. Yeah, this is funny. I added to this. Okay, if 3858 times 5 is 19,290, and the 10th month on the 29th day of 1929 is the Great Depression. That's when that started. And then if you add up all the Roman numerals together, M, D, C, L, X, V, it equals 1665. No shit. It does. And in 1665 is when the return of the bubonic plague happened, or the Black Death. How about this? When you're in the dirt, you're under the dirt, you're in the dirt, you have a circled 7-7, or it's just a circled 16, because if you plant 2 seeds, one of them is bound to grow. You know the key? What the key is? That's the key. Yeah, I was listening to you in the year 2525, and that's the Matrix. Anyways, it's very interesting to do that with it, with the first 4, and I had to find a way to group it into 3 groups, right, for the pattern. I got 126 lines when you add the +4 that you need. Anyways, for the 3 circles and the 1 singularity, for the 13 you have to add. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. I don't know if I want to keep it, but that's pretty cool. That's dark. That's pretty cool. All of that's really cool, I must admit. Like, bang on, guy. So, yeah, let's do, like, dude, the order of Fleetwood Mac. Okay, look, do you goddamn see it everywhere? Here, there it is. Okay, you know, there it is. Yeah. Even he's making a big one. You know what he's doing? You know what this is? Yeah, I've been working a lot, guy. Anyways, I got so many things to show you, but I don't have time right now to make it nice. Where the hell is it? He's showing you this. They're showing you the V5-to-1 code going down Fibonacci. It's showing you 5-to-1 code going down Fibonacci, okay? Anyways, I've been listening to the order. And the order would start with Gold Dust Woman, and then it would be the chain, because it's like a big chain. Follow the chain. Anyways, then You Make Loving Fun. I Don't Want to Know. Oh, Daddy. And then it goes to Songbird. Now, Songbird and Gold Dust Women are fittingly the first song on both sides because they're the most chill. And then it gets better. So over here on Songbird, and then it's going to be Secondhand News. Like a lot of people know what I know, just not you, the slave people of the earth. Dreams, Never Going Back Again, Don't Stop. If you don't understand what I'm talking about at the end of all this, you know, you just go your own way. Okay, Rumors. They even say Rumors in this first song, which is the last song. It says the album, but they you know, the name of the album is Rumors, and they actually say the word Rumors in the first song. Anyways, I really think this order is really cool. Anyways, so here's this is Chet Atkins. Okay, what does Chet Atkins have? He has an 335. He has an ES 335 guitar. Obviously, people. Obviously. So what is it? Well, that's your 3 and that's your 8. The rule here is you start at the left beginning and end where you started. So we always go from here to here, but there's 2 of them, so let's not go this way, let's go that way. And we're going to end back there because that's where it takes us. So you have a 3, you have an 8, you have a 5, and what's an S-3? Well, an S-3 is a 19-3, which is a dot, a line, a 1, 3, 9, which is a 4, and that's a 12, so that's a 3, and that's a 2, so you have a 2, 3, 4. Your 2, 3, 4 would now be your 4, 5, your 9, your circled 8. So 38, 58 circled for 7716 in the dirt. 3, 8, 5 from there. You have to close the loop. S looks like a 5, looks like a circled 8 anyway, or that shit. So what else? Oh, this is Chet Atkins. Well, I don't have time for Atkins, but I took some time for this is. Alright, so this is 28, 9, 19, 9, 19. So if you just think 0 is a 1 and that's your 3. Like, this is a big convoluted way. Why 20 is a 3? Anyway. But 20 is a 3. There's your 8. Now if you take your 1, 1 and make a Roman numeral V, and then you have a 9, 9, 9, 9. You have 4 9s. 9 times 4 is 36. 3 plus 6 is 9. Circled 8. 38, 58. Circled. I messed up. That's not really a 27. That's a 36. Yeah, but good thing that any multiple of 9 you add up will always kind of do that. Well, it's the first time I messed up one of these, really. It's kind of weird. And there's 9, 9, 9, 9. And 36, that's a 9. And that's 9 is just equivalent to a circle 0, 1, which is a 3 as well. So there's 2 ways you can do it. So like 3, 8. If you take one of the 9s and you make it into a 3. See, then I fucked up again. And there's another 9. And 9, 9, 9 would be your 27. 27 is a 9, which is a circled 8, which would be your 8 in your circle. Anyways. So let's look at Chet now. C-H-E. Oh, that's really hard. And T would be your 20, but your 0 has a slash through it. And because it always kind of goes out past the edges, I'm going to say that the whole universe of 20 has to be circled. So it's really a 2 and a 2 because that's a circle and a line. So it's a 2, 2 in a circle, which is a 4 in a circle. And if you look at the 1x4, because there's a space between these 2's, you got an 8. But your 8 is really just a white hole, and a black hole, which is like a 3 if you bring it into like binary. The code. Anyway. So I didn't want to show you this really. It's not really what's going on here. What I want to show you is this. What I've been doing for the last few days. So I decided to draw this out and start with that. It's like when that circle, that line is actually rotating in that circle, and when it matches up with this line, like it's the magic time, I think. Okay, and back to the Beck album where this is on his eye, it spells the word I. Okay, the word I is 525.5. Okay. Now, that spells I. A 6 is just a circled 5. If that circle is a 1x5, then it's a 5, 5, 5, and a 0 and a 0. Or a 2 and a 2. I could be the circle for the E. Y is going to be the 25th letter. And E would be the other 5 to close the loop. So the I is symboled right here. That means I. That means I. So that's why I wrote this. That means I. Anyways, it's one, like, so then I decided to look at this, and I started looking at shit, and I'm gonna talk about this. I just don't want to do it right now. And all this stuff. I don't know. You know. And then I kind of came up with a theorem. Kind of like the big deal. So I said to myself, well, I better prove it all. So then I did this. And see where I'm going here. Anyways, and I started looking at shit, finding patterns. And then I noticed this. This is how you define V. As a 22 and V is a 5. It's the dash is used to make the shape, and it's the sum of these numbers when you move it down to here, and use the V as the bone. So I was like, okay, if that's the way it is, okay, it sums to 33, but there's a magical +4. And then I started to move it down by 1, and then down by 1, and then down by 1. And then I started to realize that, like, you can solve for X and why it's the 10 and 24th letter of the alphabet. Anyway, and then I just was kind of thinking about it for a while, and this is not really very relevant, but there's a lot going on that I don't want to talk about there. And then I defined L, and this is how you get L as the 50 and L as the 12th letter. Literally. And then I started to look at this. Oh yeah, this is how I know the story of creation is true, because it actually, the top of the pyramid, maybe I'll go through this. This is definitely important. So on day 1, 4 things are created, okay? The 4 things are represented by this 4, okay? It could also be represented by the 1, the circle, and the circle, okay? If these are both 2, that's a 4. It's the 69 yin and yang turns into this 2x3 and a 2x2, and then a 2x2, I need 3 of them, so it has to like fall down to go 4, 5, 0, and then it has to roll over to go 5, 0, 0. There's 3 of them, and you have 2 of these because then you have a big one, and then your new middle becomes here, and you have a symmetry. So I said, okay, there's 4 things created on the first day. There's 6 things created on the second day. 4, 6 split. Now the 4, 6 split is this. The 4 things created, your CPTN, you captain. On day 2, you create 6 things. You create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now your brewer was not really created yet. So basically, in the G, it's going to be your 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because that's your 9, 10. Anyway. And then it goes a little bit further, and it says, on day 3 you need 36 things, and if you take the 4, 5, and this configuration, 4 times 5 is 20, 5 times 2 is 10, add 6, 36 things, 20, 10, 6, 0 is a 2. Now day 4, 6 things are created, okay? So all those things up to I/O, input, output, are on day 3. Okay? Day 4 will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and the moons of Mars. 5, 6. Day 4 will be 2 things. Day 5 will be 3 things. Savvy? The 6 things from day 4 what do you got? I point it to this L. This 1x3 and 1x2, because that's an 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 is a 6. Circle 5 is a 6. The 2 things from day 5 are pointing to this guy, because he's not a ring, he's a 0. This is the creation of a 0 with a slash through it, probably. That's a 1 and a 2. And the 3 things over here on day 6 are going to be, this 0 combined with this 1 to actually push down the pyramid on both sides. That's what's needed. The creation of this 0 is that it actually brings that down to push the pyramid. There's nothing else that does that over there. No other singularity that can do that. Anyways, then I defined D, and then I defined C, and then I defined M. And then I started to create some kind of like better looking thing, and then I noticed some other things. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this update video.